Hi, Tasku. How are you? And Cornelia,
Good.
good
Yeah,
to see
good, good.
you.
Thank
I
you.
thought I lost all my students.
Hello.
Renee's getting her COVID shots today. Usually she's the first one. Let me check your attendance. So Tasku is here. Cornelia.
Yeah, sorry. I changed my router, so maybe I hope it works.
Okay, excellent. And Kimmy is here. Okay, Kimmy, how are you doing? Angelo, Tasku, and Cornelia, how are you doing with your work?
Good.
Work in progress.
I haven't really made a lot of progress yet. It's just me figuring out like colors. I want to stick to at least one color for the paw, but I'm like deciding whether it should be red or blue.
Okay.
'Cause I
When
wanted the
you,
paw to like
okay,
be
my suggestion is, when you do your color explorations, by the way, then you need to do several, not just one that if you're trying to decide already in your mind. Do what we call in graphic design, we call it divergent thinking. Divergent means you're just exploring what crosses your mind without censoring yourself. There's no right or wrong. Just keep applying blue, and then the next one apply red, and then the next one, what if it's brown, which is the natural color of a paw? Well, it could be dark brown, almost black also. Since you're using also the natural colored background, right, for
yeah.
and the material also is natural. So don't rule out any colors. Just apply them. So that's what you will be submitting. You're not submitting a final color version. It has to be several studies because you're still in the development stage. As I've mentioned in the past, the steps that you take in the creative process, and this is part of what you will place in your creative process book, your process book. You did a discovery phase, your research materials, design your explorations from sketches to black and white, and then now developing after we've narrowed down to the best layout with lots of possibilities. We did that the other day. We're telling you, okay, this version more has a more promise, more possibilities. Now, part of the next step inside that development phase is to do the color explorations. And when you explore, that means you're showing in red, in blue, in purple, in brown, or whatever other colors that cross your mind. That's called divergent thinking. And in design, after you do your divergent thinking, you switch to what we call convergent thinking. So now I'm using terminologies here that you will actually hear from professional designers, especially when you work as an intern or as a designer for an ad agency or a design firm. Everyone does divergent approach, and then as you narrow it down, it becomes, okay, what is the best way to explain it? Divergent thinking creates choices. Convergent thinking, you make choices. Can you see the difference now? You lay out all the different possibilities, and then now you can visually decide which one or which ones are working better, and that's when you start narrowing it down, and that's when you switch to convergent thinking. Divergent, you do it in quantity, not ruling out anything. You're not censoring anything. And then in convergent thinking, that's when the brain switches to, okay, I have all these choices, but which ones are actually going to be very successful. Maybe you'll narrow it down to the best three or the best two. Now you made choices and now you are focusing on quality. So divergent, quantity, convergent, quality. You are producing choices, you are creating choices in divergent thinking. Now you are making choices. Um, there's a big difference in corporate America that is also applied in business and also in psychology, better yet, in design industry. So um, I hope you write that down, because if you're seriously thinking about pursuing design, art and design as your career, you'll be exposed to divergent and convergent thinking. Oh, it's good to see Megan. Megan, I'd like to see your work again, because I know we ran out of time the other day, last Tuesday, and I hope you were not offended. We had to cut off right away.
Oh, I didn't mind that at all, actually. It was understandable. So you want to see my
Mhm.
my black and white sketches again?
Right, right. And then, of course, who else has work in progress? And then after that, what we'll do today is towards the end, I will share my screen. I uploaded some handouts, lots of information that you'll benefit from. And they're all posted in the module, of course.
All
Let's
right.
do that.
Let
Oh,
me
wait,
just
let me do the, oops, sorry.
Oh, did you want me to share my screen now
Yeah,
or
yeah, but I need to click on letting you share. Okay, go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. Okay. All right, I'll share my screen now. It's still the same as I showed it last time. I didn't do anything it's still the same thing that I showed like on Tuesday. Though
Okay.
I'm still working on what you suggested in the annotation.
Oh, so that was going to be my next question. If you were able to access my annotations.
Yeah, I was able to. At first, I wasn't able to, but then I figured it out, and I was able to see your annotations. And that's the thing I'm going to be working on for the colored version of it.
Okay, perfect. And that's for everyone also. Like Tasku, I don't know if you check my annotations. Tasku, are you there?
Yep.
Okay. Whenever you submit, and this is for everyone as well, whenever you submit something, you upload your work online in Canvas, and they're graded, please check when you look at your grade. It's not just me, your other professors do the same thing. They will annotate, oh, this one you forgot to do this, or this one will look better if your JPEG is marked on, and that actually helps see right away what the comments are referring to if you look at the annotation, because where the areas are marked, then you can easily locate, okay, that's what she's talking about. So always double check after you upload your work, after your professor has graded the class assignments. Go back there, check your grade, and when you check your grade, you will see the comments of your professor, and also if there's any annotation or not. Okay, so I gave Megan my review with annotations, but I want to hear from the rest of the class what you can suggest to Megan. So when she converts these layouts, we'll pick the best one, and then now the next phase, of course, is to do your color explorations. So that will help Megan out. We learn from each other. I've given her already my feedback. So now it's your turn. Maybe there's something that I've overlooked, and suggestions are always welcome. And sometimes, they may make your work more successful, and sometimes maybe after you explore, well, maybe it's okay. But that's a great way to explore suggestions and feedback from everybody. Comments?
Again, my only really like comment for Megan, like I said on Tuesday, is just explore different types of ways to incorporate that ribbon for the candle.
Mhm.
Have
Yeah.
have you done that yet? Have you like tried simplifying it a little?
Um. Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because it wasn't showing if I was talking or not, so I got concerned. But not at the moment, no. But I'm still like thinking about. I'm still thinking about it before I actually like draw it out,
Right.
illustrate it, and
Okay.
such. I am thinking about it, but I don't have a definite idea yet on how to
Mhm.
incorporate the ribbon because I'm already thinking about the sticker for the. I'm already thinking about like the placement of the Betty Crocker logo, the stickers from the annotations that were sent. I'm thinking about those first before I think about the ribbon. Though I don't know if it's gonna like take. So I'm also concerned if I do like put a ribbon somewhere, I feel like it might take away from like the actual like brand itself and such. That's been going on in my mind.
Okay, the first step is, how about if we vote first on, I'm assuming the first column, that's one version, the second column, that's another version. So how about if we vote first on which version works really well and has more potentials for Cornelia to, not Cornelia, I'm sorry, for Megan to start pursuing, for
So
the
like left or right.
yeah, so first row, the triangular box, we all know that the triangular box is really an attention grabber. But version left or version right, which one will you vote for?
Version left.
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 Me too. Okay, so now you're ready to explore colors for the left version
Mhm.
in terms of the cake mix. Now for the candles, version left or version right?
Left for me.
Left
Left.
for me too.
Left.
Mm.
Yes, then that means we don't even need to worry about her exploring the ribbon.
Hey,
Okay.
Megan, I'm confused about the shape of your candle box though. Like, is it supposed to have that top part? What is that top part supposed to be?
Wait, which one?
For your candle packaging?
Oh, it's supposed to be like you know how like a matchbox is like you slide it out. It's like supposed to be something like that,
Okay,
except
okay.
it's for candles.
So
Because
it's
I remember someone like suggested that. I don't know who. Someone like suggested that, so I
Mhm.
went with that.
Yeah, I
so
was just a little bit confused about that little corner, how it like kind of forms an
Yeah.
L shape. I didn't know if that was like part of the design.
Yeah, because I was trying to, because I actually forgot what a matchbox looked like, so I had to look at look
Mm,
at it. But I think I might have made that a little bit too wide there, but I'll fix that in the color exploration though. But yeah.
okay.
in other words, I think, well, in my case too, I thought the actual inside box, the tray that goes in, an actual match box is fully covering all the match sticks inside. So
Mhm.
in this case, what you're showing, is it going to be partially showing the candles, or as you close the match box, It's going to be completely covered.
Yeah, I illustrated it as if like you opened it a little bit. It's supposed to like completely close.
Okay. So now you
yeah.
can explore completely closed, but with or without a die cut window.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just her illustration, Angelo. I think it's just a perspective there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What do you suggest, class, for Megan? Should she do a die cut window for her candles packaging?
It would be good to make die cut window for candle package, but I'm not sure it will be work because she needs to put a logo. It's no place for die cut window.
Okay, one suggestion, and I agree with Cornelia, that can be very tricky. The sleeve where you slide the tray in, the outside, I will call the outside sleeve where you have the spoon.
Right.
How about if you comp that on using a film acetate where you can actually print the logo on maybe lower, it could also be vertically positioned, that spoon. This way, when you slide in the tray, people can see, oh, what are the shapes? What are the colors of the candles?
Mm.
Can you visualize what I'm saying? Instead of paper packaging or cardboard packaging on the outside, that's going to be a film acetate thick enough to hold but the tray inside that slides in, it's still going to be fully covered, but because the outside sleeve, we call that sleeve in the industry, will be in film acetate. You can actually, so the inside tray is, let's say, white poster board or white Bristol paper. And then you place your colorful candles there and then you slide it in. It's fully covered by the outside sleeve. Instead of the outside sleeve being paper or poster board, use film acetate. For me, for my personally speaking, when I look for as a designer, I'm very nitpicky about the shape and colors of the candles that I buy and present. If I'm making a birthday cake for somebody, as a designer, I like to see what colors or color will match my cake frosting. So enable to for a consumer who wants to see the colors, that could either have a die cut window or this has to be completely clear so you can see what's inside. Of course, if this was paper and then you have a die cut window, it's too tiny, especially if you're talking about birthday candles that are the standard one. Although I do have birthday candles here that are longer, a spiral shape. I have different kinds actually, because I'm very nitpicky about when I present my dessert cakes, etc. Can you visualize what I'm saying, Megan?
Um
You know what a
so
film
I just use film acetate for the packaging. I'm really confused.
Do you know what a film acetate is?
Yes. Yes, I
Plastic,
do.
plastic on the outside,
Mm-hmm.
but you will shape it into a box. You will just have to purchase a 0.5 mil thickness of the film acetate. I don't know if you were in class when I showed examples of film acetate that you can actually feed
I
your
saw I
printer.
was there for that. Yeah, I
Okay.
saw that.
So that's going to be on the outside. You can even feed it in your home printer so you can print the logo in color. I'm assuming you have a color printer. Everyone has a color printer.
Yep.
Uh, but the inside box, that's going to be made out of poster board or Bristol paper. And then you put your actual birthday candles inside that tray.
So are
Okay.
you saying that the outside sleeve should be film acetate?
Yeah, that which you
Okay.
can actually print on the logo. That's one option. Of course, I'm not saying for her to do exactly what my suggestion is, because of the comment of Cornelia. If you have a die cut window, that's going to be so tiny.
Mm-hmm.
What is your suggestion, Angelo? But can you first visualize what I'm saying?
I could visualize what you're saying, and I feel like that would work as well. Um, I also agree with Cornelia saying that having such a tiny die cut window, it won't help you see the candles as well, even if it was there.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you are looking at other packaging on how they package candles, they have basically the whole candle visible. So I think the sleeve would be a better option rather than having a die cut.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
And I know that this presentation that you have here, Megan, is much better than what's out there, because um, the ones out there, it's all plastic, uh, but hard plastic. With some of them have a cardboard on the back to support it, and then they hang it against the wall. I
Mhm.
actually like your packaging concept here. And again, if that was see-through, it's more it has more, it features it's more advantageous, especially for consumers.
Mm-hmm.
And it protects the candles because you have that Bristol paper for the tray, so it's firm enough to hold the candles and protect the candles. And of course, film acetate, you have to use the 5 mil. A common that's how you refer to the thicknesses of the different thicknesses of the film acetate. The higher the number, the thicker it is. So there's 2 mil, 3 mil, 4, 5. So you just have to experiment with what you have at home, or if you go to Staples or Office Depot. Well, part of the project is you need to be resourceful also in finding the materials that you can use for your packaging design.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, any other suggestions for Megan? Kimmy, what are your thoughts?
Um, for the candle sleeve, I think
Oh, we can't hear
can.
you.
Oh, for the candle sleeve, I think you can use a pull string, so it's easier to pull on the
I can't
candle.
hear you. I'm sorry, what was that?
Can you guys hear me now?
Can you speak louder, please, Kimmy?
Can you guys hear me now?
Now it's much
Yes.
better. Now
Yes.
it's
Oh,
much better.
I can hear you.
sorry about that. I was talking about the candle box. Maybe you could add like a pull string on it, so it's easier to pull out the candles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, what was that? Add what?
A pull string,
Ah,
so it's
okay.
easier to like take it out.
Mhm.
Overall, I really like all your designs. It improved a lot.
Oh, thank you.
And
You're
Kimmy, which
welcome.
one will you vote for on the candle packaging? Because we have to do a vote. So Megan will just concentrate on the best one and then move on to the color variations. So Kimmy, which one would you vote for between the left and the right?
I was at first I chose the ribbon, but then I looked at all your designs and I think the left one has more consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay. Megan, so you have good directions for the cake mix and the candles, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now let's move on to your frosting. Which one will you vote for, class? Left or right? And of course, you know, it doesn't have to be exactly what's on the left, exactly what's on the right. If you have any feedback, suggestions for Megan, please share.
I'm going to have to go with left for this one. I just like how chunky the spoon looks.
I agree with you.
I agree. Yes. Kimmy, what's your vote? And Tasku, you're not saying anything. Is Tasku still here?
Yeah.
Yes, I like the left one.
Left. Yeah,
So-
me too. Left one.
Okay. Now, suggestions on the top. Should she keep it plain or with that thing there? What are your thoughts?
Maybe have the Betty Crocker wording. You could take out maybe the actual spoon on the cylinder, and then you could just move it on top and have that spoon have the Betty Crocker logo. Or even you could like color code the top spoon and have it be like the flavor or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, I get you.
Okay. Tasku, what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
If you were to design that frosting packaging using the left version,
Mm-hmm.
what do you visualize doing for this?
Mm. Sorry, give me some minutes. Hmm. Sorry, I have no idea right now. Sorry about that.
Okay. Cornelia, any thoughts or suggestions for Megan on the frosting packaging? You voted for the left.
Sorry, I actually don't have any suggestion or feedback. I like overall, and
Mhm.
well, it works.
Okay, Kimmy, suggestions or thoughts on the left version?
For the shopping pack?
No. We're still on the frosting. You
Oh,
voted for the left version, correct?
yes.
Okay, so
And
do you like it as is, or how do you visualize fixing the left version if you have to fine tune it, if this was your design?
I think everything for the frosting looks good already.
Mhm. Okay. The one on top, I know Angelo mentioned about using that where you place your frosting flavor. You know, there's the cream butter frosting versus chocolate dark frosting. Number one, maybe if you focus, let's say you, because you're not going to do several frosting flavors here, Megan, you,
Mm-hmm.
do you have a particular flavor? Like, is it all going to be chocolate? Like, make,
Yeah, it's chocolate.
oh, good. Okay, so let's say chocolate cake mix. And then the colors of the candles that will go well with the chocolate, and then the chocolate frosting. So make it all consistent. So
Mm-hmm.
if somebody's shopping, it's all meant to make a chocolate cake. Okay, so let's say chocolate frosting. My suggestion would be, the pattern background of the cylinder. It could be the photograph of a frosted cake. Well, not showing the cake itself, but zooming in on the texture or consistency of the frosting there. Can you visualize that? That's one
Mm-hmm.
idea.
Mm-hmm.
uh, you can also yeah, so that's one version. And then on the top, you can also create a label like the one that I did for my marmalades, which is actually approved by the Department of Health to guarantee that your product cannot be tampered easily. You
Mm-hmm.
remember the case where you probably weren't born yet? This happened in the 90s, I believe, when somebody tampered a bottle of Tylenol in the pharmacy and made several people sick. Did you hear about that? Or if
No,
you were born in the
no.
90s, you were probably kids, so you don't know. And so now, you know what prompted the FDA is to enforce a new rule, how now when you buy pharmaceutical products, and not just pharmaceutical products, anything that can easily be opened, there's this special seal again, which is, of course, they're tightly sealed. um, but now they apply that plastic. You must have observed that. uh, or a label that goes from the top to because if it's tampered, you can tell, because then that label on top of your canister or can or bottle is broken. It's to protect you and I as consumers. It makes it tamper proof. You know how, left and right, people trying to terrorize people, and that's how they do it. So to deter them from doing that, that's another ruling that the FDA dictated after those incidents. Anyone heard of that?
No, no.
No.
Okay, because you're all very young. You were not. You were born in the 90s, I'm assuming. I'm
Yes,
assuming.
I
Okay.
am.
Okay. And of course you were probably there already, but you were kids, young kids that, you've of course, then you were not, your parents would know, or your grandparents. Okay. So like last week we talked about ecosystems. How can you promote those, with the eco icons that are included in the packaging, and then now to make it tamper proof. So what you have up here, that can also work, but I'm not going to do it halfway like that. I would do it, you know from top to the sides, but not necessarily all the way to the bottom. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that's one possibility. And of course, another possibility would be to completely remove what you have there on top, because I would not repeat the shape of the spoon on the front and then do it again on the top. The top could be plain, and then you can create a label, round label that you can print easily in your home computer, with all the information that you want to place there, and your graphics, your design, and then you glue it on top, of course, indicating what flavor it is. And to be consistent, then the picture on the outside, right where the spoon is, that would also simulate, when they see it on the shelf, that must be chocolate because it's dark brown, or because it has the photograph of the frosting. So those are some tips for you, Megan.
All right, I gotcha.
Okay, now let's move on to the shopping bag. Left or right version? Who votes for the left?
Yeah, I vote for the left
I
as long
vote
as
for the left.
the spoon's also extended as well.
Hmm?
I like the left also.
Okay,
All
very
right. So left it is then.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay. And die cut window or no die cut window?
No die cut.
Yes, I totally agree. Uh, and of course, I would extend this there, if it starts there, or,
Yeah.
make it slightly lower. By the way, where the fold is on the back, right there, make sure it's parallel to where the spoon goes. So if the spoon is going to be here, it's above that fold line from the back. Um,
Above
and
the fold line.
yes, and I did
Okay.
recommend that
Okay.
maybe if your front is plain, maybe the side could be a solid red because that's their color, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
then red strings or cords to coordinate with the side, just the sides. So that's something to think about, or red material for your bag. There are red poster boards, and then you print out your logo,
Mm-hmm.
and then you um, glue it there, spray mount there. But so it's more compelling. You can play with that, but definitely the left version has more potentials.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Megan, you have plenty of directions now, right?
Yep. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Excellent. Okay. Who would like to go next?
I do.
Okay, excellent, task.
Yeah. So I just make the shopping bags. That's yeah. And showing. Yeah. Can you guys see it?
Yes, we can.
So yeah. Thank you. So I just put color to the shopping bag. So oh, sorry. So I want the bag in the light green, whole bag, and I want to also make the handle in the light brown, like that. So, but
Okay,
still, I'm confusing to the font
uh,
to the white or black.
okay, Tasku. We're still doing the black and white right now.
Black and white. Okay.
We'll do your color after today. But since you've done your color here, um, are you writing down what we suggest every time we meet? Write it down. Like I suggested for you to add chopsticks on the soba in your illustrations, because part of your products, one of
Mm-hmm.
them is your pair of chopsticks, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they can see, that's how, you have the ensemble of, you have the soba, you have the plate, and you have the chopsticks. Just
Yeah.
to illustrate it on the shopping bag, I think it would be fun to show it there on your shopping bag. So if you scroll down, let's take a look at your shopping bag. This could be white with your illustration
Mm-hmm.
in black. So it's gonna be black and white, and then maybe the sides are solid green. And so it's like, um, so that's my suggestion. That's one option. Of course, I want to see different color exploration. So one exploration could be doing the front with your illustration in black and white background, and then please add the chopsticks.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So
And then
different. Okay.
on the back of this shopping bag, if I recall, it was suggested to you, you can also add your soba label, what you have here on the top, but make that so if that's going to be on the other side, then you have the white bag, and then you have the green the green band that goes on top with the soba.
Okay, so sober
Black.
logo. Okay, top.
And if you're doing green, like what you have on the bottom, and you have black illustration, my suggestion is for the soba label, make it
Mhm.
white and then green characters, green soba. You know, the word soba. So that's another version. When you present that, you have to do several explorations, because
Mhm.
that's how just like what I said earlier, do some divergent thinking. I'm glad to see that you explored, reversing it out, but they're both green. Here it's also both green. The one on the right is also both, they're both green also. um Thoughts, suggestions from anybody?
Mm, well, I don't know if I should say it for like the color explorations. Was thinking maybe you could kind of change that strip that has the soba on it, have it have more of a tan, like have that strip be tan, because um I think, what's it called? Is it made of buckwheat? The soba noodles? It,
Soba can come in white, yellow, and wheat.
mm,
So
yeah,
that
cause
not they're not all brown, right?
Mm.
That's cool.
Yeah, kind of gray.
well,
Yeah.
no, I was just thinking about the little paper strip that I've seen
Mm.
that like bundles each portion of
Mhm.
soba. I was
Mm.
thinking maybe you could kind of like match that color with that strip that they used,
That's a very
Oh,
good idea.
okay.
or even make the strip itself that wraps around the soba green to match.
Mhm.
Ah, yeah.
In one version, also personally, I actually vote for the one with the character and not have the soba there, because the shopping bag doesn't necessarily have to be the shopping bag exclusively for the soba, but a shopping bag for the brand itself. I think I asked Tasku to create the logo that he can apply on all three products.
Mhm. Oh,
Have you done that yet, Tasku?
Uh, yeah, no, yeah, that's shopping bag.
Because that's important. So
Yeah.
we know what we're buying. What brand
Mm.
is it? It's like Megan's has Betty Crocker and Cornelia has Equate.
Mm.
Um, Renee has Johnson and Johnson.
Mm.
Because when you buy soba, there are different brands, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I can.
Okay, can you
Yeah.
scroll up, please?
Yep.
Okay, talk about shopping bag. Who votes for using both graphics, one in front, one in the back, or just one? Just so Tasku can just concentrate on the actual design for the shopping bag.
I still like both graphics.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's Angela's vote. Cornelia, what do you vote for?
I agree with Angela. I like how Tasco did it. It's pretty nice, and I know it's need a little bit improvement, but overall it's very very nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Megan.
Yeah, I actually kind of like both graphics, honestly. Honestly, for the bag, I think it could probably work out well and make your design like stand out in a way. But that's just my vote.
Uh, do you think it's appropriate to add the word soba on the bottom? or just the logo in terms of where the character is? It's going to be a character, of course, for the logo, and no word of soba.
Like
think
no like no English word of soba or the hiragana itself.
No
I
English word, because he needs to add the logo of the brand, and I'm
yeah.
assuming the brand is in Japanese characters.
Yeah, just keep like the hiragana for your brand. But yeah.
That's Megan's vote. Cornelia, what is your vote?
I want to ask what is your logo? What's your logo? Where is this?
He hasn't
Sorry.
done it yet, but it's supposed to be the logo of the company.
Which one? He as
Yeah.
I understand, he doesn't have right now logo. Yes.
Okay, give me one
There
second.
is a logo, but he hasn't downloaded it yet, which I've already mentioned for him to download and add to the sketches.
Oh, okay, okay. Maybe you can put logo under the plate on your character. You have men that keep plate. Yes, maybe you can put logo under the plate.
Mhm. Uh,
Okay, so we're talking about a shopping bag, Cornelia.
Yes, I'm
yeah.
talking about showing back.
So put it on the plate.
Yes,
And
logo.
what about that band that you voted for to add also, where the soba is?
I like it. I like how it works.
Yeah, it looks great. But my question is, do you think he should add the word soba there?
No, I think no.
Okay. Um, well, that's my thought too. If Tasco has to add the band, which actually looks nice, I would just use the logo there in Japanese characters and then delete the word soba on the bottom, because it's like going to Macy's. Your shopping bag is supposed to say Macy's because you went to Macy's, but it shouldn't say uh, Chanel perfume. Then it becomes the shopping bag for Chanel, not for Macy's. Of
Mhm.
course, you see the Chanel in Macy's department store, but that bag has to represent the company. And the company has your chopsticks, your soba, and the plate made by that same company. So I would not just restrict it to the word soba. So make it a generic bag representing only the company. That's my thought. Angelo, any thoughts on that?
I also agree. Maybe take away the English wording for
Okay.
soba. But yeah, I think that's it.
Mm. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, now let's scroll down so we can vote on your chopsticks packaging. So the one on the left, you open it up, correct? The
Yep.
one on the middle, that's a slide. You
Mm-hmm.
slide it out,
Yep.
okay? And the one on the right, is that completely different?
Um, no, just same size and just have the reeds. Yeah.
What are rids?
Uh, this one, and then yeah, put
Oh,
that
oh,
on
oh,
the.
oh.
Yeah,
Lids,
yeah,
lids,
yes,
L, L.
yes.
It should be L.
Sorry about that.
Okay, okay. I thought I did not know that word. Okay, so you meant the one that goes on top. Okay.
Yep.
So, okay, let's make a vote. Who votes for the one on the left versus the one on the right, which is the middle version?
I like in the middle.
Mhm.
I also
Angelo?
like. Maybe have it slide out from. Oh, never mind. I thought it was like tapered. Never mind. But yeah, I like the middle.
Mhm.
Kimmy, what's your vote?
I vote for the middle also.
Megan?
Yeah, most of the chopsticks usually, like a single chopsticks, usually come in like a sliding type. So I would go with this the middle one too.
Okay, very good. And you can also be consistent with, it looks like you have that on the sleeve, the character there of your logo. It's another way to be consistent with your shopping bag. It's also applied on the chopsticks. I also vote for the one in the middle. Okay, now
Capital on the
scroll
middle.
down, Tasku.
Okay.
Okay, now for the plate, this one, the one on the left, you pull it, there's a flap that opens in the end. And then the one in the middle, how does this work? Is it the top that you open?
Yeah, like yeah, this one.
Ah, got it. Okay. So who votes for the left versus the right?
I vote for left.
Mm-hmm. Angelo?
I'm having a tough time kind of deciding. I do like the way that the right opens, but I'm overall liking. Hmm, I don't know. It's wishy-washy for me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Kimmy?
I like the left one because it matches the packaging of the chopsticks.
Uh-huh. Megan?
Yeah, I also like the left one too. It caught my eye, and when you and I was kind of confused when I saw the rightmost one, and then like I don't know, it just I don't know the way that it opens like that. It almost reminds me of like a pizza box or something for the right. So my choice is the left one.
Uh-huh.
Agree with you about pizza.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
After
that's
yeah,
right.
I saw
Pizza
two. Yeah.
box. Okay. Well, as a consumer, I would go for the right simply because it's easier to check it out in you know, if I,
Yeah.
oh, how does it look like? It's easier. But if I'm pulling it out, and I may not be able to put it back properly, but the one on the right, if I were to test it, I can
Mm.
easily just close the lid, and you can always apply the same band to be consistent with the chopsticks and the shopping bag, what you have on the left, you know, put it on the outside.
Yeah.
Where is this? So you can actually add it here.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up left one. Yeah. So
Well, that's one option. Well, I will
Mhm.
leave that up to you, but it
Mhm.
looks like, well, two, uh, three, three people voted for the left.
Yeah.
Angelo has not determined which one.
Mhm.
I vote for this. Okay, so we leave that up to you.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, so and the one on the next to that, the noodles.
Yep. And
Okay, uh,
that's yeah. I'm
okay,
still confusing how to make and put the soba inside the box. Yeah.
okay. I'm confused about what is this from the top? Is there like a divider for the noodles? The one on the left.
This one. It shows inside the box room four rooms and then put the noodle each rooms.
Oh, there are
It's like
four.
a different type of noodles.
Mm, yeah, s- I yeah both okay, same noodle or different noodles put inside.
Oh, maybe it's just four servings. Either you
Yeah.
cook
So
one,
first,
or if it's
first
a
I
big
think so.
family,
Yeah.
if it's a big family, you cook all
Yeah,
four.
yeah. Four peoples. Yeah, the big one.
So how does the left one open?
Uh, I saw. mm, I think just open the top like that. Yeah, like be the boxes. Like yeah,
Like a reverse stock.
yeah. Leave us the.
And then the one on the right, that's is this also for your soba?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same. Yeah, like chopstick box. Yeah.
But the one on the right, it can only accommodate one bundle,
Mm,
because if it's four bundles, then it's going to be a wider box.
yeah. I maybe I saw two two Lambo, two boss. So it's too big. Left one.
Okay,
Uh,
thoughts from anybody, class? Are you there, class?
This is for the noodles, right?
yeah.
Um, what was your overall question?
Well, I was asking him because why the one on the left has four bundles, but the one on
Right.
the right, I'm, visually, I think that can only accommodate one bundle.
Mm-hmm.
But if he shows four bundles, then it's going to be just like the one on the left, with the exception of the lid from the top, like what he has here. But the
Right.
one on the left, it's a reverse stock box.
I think maybe the left one would be more successful just because it'll be a little bit more obvious that there is four portions rather than them being all lumped in the same compartment, I guess. You know?
Okay, so you vote for the left, Angelo.
Yeah.
Okay. Kimi, which one would you vote for, the left or the right?
I would vote for the left as well since it looks more organized, like the noodles can be organized in each serving.
Good point. Okay, Megan.
Yeah, I'm all my vote's also for the left one as well. Like, cause normally whenever I see like those soba noodles, they're usually packaged in like single packs and such,
Mm,
and I've never seen one that's packed in like quantities of like four servings. So yeah, my
okay.
vote goes for the left.
Yeah, I gonna make small one. Alright.
Oh, you're gonna make a small one, then you're just gonna show one. Is that right?
Um, two.
Are you creating a packaging for four, or for if you're saying small one, what does it mean?
Maybe cut two loaves just to yeah, just two for two size boxes.
Oh, okay. In Japan,
Mm-hmm.
where you live, when you
Mm-hmm.
buy, what is typical? One or two or four? What is typical when you buy soba?
Give me 1 second.
Fast food doesn't cook.
Yeah, maybe two.
That's
Yeah,
typical.
two.
Okay.
Yeah, it's typical. Yeah, soba
Okay.
noodles.
Because when you do this packaging design, I will give you the freedom if you just want to show one bundle, or if you want to show four or two. I will leave that up to you.
Okay, maybe yeah,
Specific
maybe two. Yeah.
design. What are your thoughts, class? Okay, so Megan, you voted for the left. Cornelia, which one would you vote for?
I vote for left, but I would suggest to use just one serving, not four.
Okay, that's a good idea. Be practical, Pasco.
Okay.
Okay, well, regardless of the quantity, ask yourself as a consumer, and this is actually very typical. I love to cook, so I'm very nitpicky about what I buy. If I'm buying pasta, for example, I want to see that I'm picking up the right one from the shelf, that it's not macaroni, it's not lasagna or fettuccine or linguine, because there are all kinds of noodles. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
it's soba, well, what if I pick ramen by mistake? Um, you may have this company could also have ramen or soba. They also come in wheat. They come in egg version, right? Then they
Mm-hmm.
have the gray. They have the yellow.
Mm.
So, what are your thoughts on that, class? Should he have die cut windows so it shows the color of the soba inside? I'm
Yes,
challenging you guys.
yes,
So
die
I'm
cut window.
okay. Any other thoughts from anybody? Angelo?
I honestly, for me, I sort of prefer maybe like a graphic indication or like have like the background that's like not the strip that says soba. Maybe you could have that background sort of mimic what the noodles look like,
Or a photograph?
something like that.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's
I just
a
like
good,
the
very good
whole
idea.
clean box look that it has.
Yeah, maybe the entire box has the photograph of how the noodles look, so it represents uh, what's inside, and then you still have that band, that this band where your product logo is and what it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, that's one suggestion. Um, Kimmy, what is your suggestion?
I also like how the box looks. So maybe like have a photograph of the noodles. Or if you want a die cut, you can put it on the sides. A small die cut on the side
Mm.
of the box.
Okay. Yeah. The
Okay,
side.
and Megan.
I actually don't have a suggestion at the moment. But but yeah.
Okay, now something to keep in mind, class. A die cut on the side is not going to be successful. The reason is when your product is put on the shelves, sometimes it's one shelf or a couple of shelvings there. uh, there are going to be boxes next to each other. When you buy spaghetti, for example, there's not just going to be one box of spaghetti there. um, and then you look at this, you're able to turn it and see, this is spaghetti, if it's a die cut window. Because if you have several boxes next to each other, then the die cut window will be covered, and then it defeats the purpose. If you have to have a die cut window, a most successful way is to place it in front, not on the side, because that can be covered. That's my tip for you in package design. Okay, so Tasku, I think you have enough directions to go by, because I want to see that you explore different options, not just one final design.
Okay.
Okay, and this time, please include the logo
Yep.
so we can see the consistency of how, if it's Nike, a box of Nike shoes, it's consistent with Nike T-shirt labeling. The label is there, what brand it is. So
Mm-hmm.
if you want to buy Nike, you're not picking up Adidas by mistake. So it has to be visible. Excuse me. Okay, well, thank you for sharing, Tasku.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's very helpful. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, welcome. Okay, who wants to go next? Any work in progress?
I actually refined my product designs.
Oh,
Can I share?
excellent. Yes, please.
So I chose one design for my hand sanitizers.
Much better. You've cleaned it up. You've created hand sanitizer as your focal point. I will reduce a little bit more the logo,
So make this a bit smaller.
just a tiny bit more, maybe by 5%.
Okay.
Okay, but looks beautiful.
And this is my design for my sanitizing wipes. I don't really know where to put this picture.
Maybe just delete that.
Okay.
I think it's a given that the wipes you can use it for your hands or for your arms or your face,
Mm-hmm.
just to clean it up and make it simpler.
Okay. And then these are my 3 products.
Mhm.
I had a hard time choosing between these 2 since I think this one looks more better personally.
Well, but for consistency, the one on the left actually will work better. The one for your face mask. Consistency in terms of the placement of what the product is, placement of the name of the product. What are your thoughts, class?
I prefer the left one, the left head design more. Um, my reasoning for it is just because the face mask logo, or not the logo, the face mask text, um, it's placed in the spot like where the eyes usually would be. So that kind of makes me want to look like, oh yeah, it's face mask.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cornelia?
I agree with Angela about left one. It works very well, and actually, I like all of your design. It's pretty clean. I see a lot of improvement from previous class.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Can you scroll up, please? Okay. And the top. Okay, and then when you play with colors, of course, you can explore what's going to be the band or the background. And then, so you have a bottle and then scroll down. Okay, and then the bottom, the masks. Uh, oh, okay, so these are the 3 products. For practicality, I think you should make a box for the face masks and then have this illustration on top, and then the die cut is this rectangular shape. Because if you die cut the shape of the man, this is very, very expensive to produce. Plus, how are you thinking about um, developing this in terms of what is the height of this, the thickness of the, if we're looking at the side of this packaging? What is your plan in developing this? if this is the actual shape of the packaging.
Um, I'm not really doing the height. If you look at it on the sides, the width of the box, it's more like putting two papers together, and that's there'll be like a little bit of face mask in there, not too much.
So, and you have a die cut window.
Yes.
And how would you glue together the two pieces of paper? Because you're not going to submit just flat, right? How will you glue it together? Because if you were to propose this to a real client, so, you know, part of packaging design is also problem solving, making it better. You're providing a visual solution to packaging.
Hmm. Maybe I'll just use glue, glue on the edges, or use tape inside, double-sided tape.
So it's going to be flat.
Yes. This
So to create the die line of that, how would that be?
I'll just print out a template online and trace that on paper, the Bristol paper.
Okay, on you will create your own die line, in other words, because this is non-existent.
Yes.
Okay, what are your thoughts, class? It's a great concept. Feedback from anybody.
I think her idea has potential. I think it might work.
So how would you prepare the packaging if you were to create the die line for this, Angelo?
For the face mask,
Mm-hmm.
I would probably. I was thinking sort of have. Oh wait, but then it's a lot of curves. So I was thinking making like a have it have like two templates. The template would for the first one would be for like the lid portion, and then the template for the second one would be for the kind of basket portion. Because I was thinking it was gonna like open up like a shoebox sort of way, but I don't know. It's hard. Maybe
Uh,
a
your
pouch.
design has to make sense, class.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll just, if this doesn't work, I'll just use a box and this photograph of the face
Were
with
you
the
gonna
die
have
cut.
it? Were you gonna have it be a pouch?
That's a good question. Yeah, I haven't thought about that yet.
Oh, you're already at this stage. Okay. How about if you create a box? Oh, I lost my annotation. Um, you can create a thin box, and this entire face, this silhouette is printed on the top, and then this is your die cut. You're still applying the concept of showing that it's a face mask on what's inside the box.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I'll just do a box for it to be more easier to do.
I'm sure there's a clever way of applying a die cut. You know, when you die cut something, it has to make sense. Maybe there needs to be to maybe alter the some shapes here.
So you mean make the die cut as the face?
Well, if this is the shape of your pouch, that's a die cut right there. Die cut is a special customized cut of the shape of your packaging, because they will create a die template, laser cut on metal. And no one has done this shape yet, because that's actually very expensive, which can be done. But my question is, how are you going to create your die line? Because you have no plans on how, your plan is just to make it this, it's flat. But when you apply, you know, when you do the packaging, you need to show the comp how it's going to open. But if you are taping all sides to keep it flat, then that's not packaging. It's flat. Even if it's a pouch, you still have to be able to show how that pouch opens, either on the side, or if this is this, you know, it's like a dispenser on the top. Okay, suggestions from anybody to help Kimmy here?
Oops, sorry. Hold on. The people outside in the cars. I was thinking if you were gonna have it as a pouch, make it like a pouch and then have it open up, um, like a straight line. I was thinking maybe, I'm looking at the left side right now, the left design.
Mm-hmm.
Have a sort of um, Ziploc sealer going like just a little bit above where you put that line. Have it open up from there to access the mass.
I understand what you're saying.
Kind of like, yeah, like that general area is where it would open up. And like the top part would just be like the two flaps that help you open it.
Mhm.
Okay, you're gonna need to make a prototype for this, Kimmy, and see how that works for you. So I recommend that you explore if it's gonna be exactly this shape, or that's also an excellent suggestion. Ziploc there style. It opens right where the line is, because you have your idea is to have a die cut right in the middle, so we can see through the color, or the if it's um, the texture of the mask inside. Is that correct? This is a die cut.
Yes, this is a die cut.
Okay, so just think about your prototype, how you'd present this. I mean, it's an amazing concept. I'd be curious about doing a die line for this, because you will need to create a comp. I don't want somebody to submit something that's flat and that's it, because for finals you will need to photograph that from top, bottom, sides, to show that it's 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think you have very good directions now that we voted on the version that appeals to most of us. Like the left version has that continuity or consistency with the other products in terms of text placement and logo placement. Kimmy?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Oh no, I'm so sorry. You still have the shopping bag. Okay. Great.
So I used your suggestion and I did another version of the shopping bag.
Mm-hmm.
I put this on the flap.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Which one? At least we have choices now. So which one would you vote for, class?
For me, I'm still drawn to the top part.
Mm-hmm.
Only because if the logo was placed on the flap, I feel like there's a lot happening on the top portion of the bag with the ribbon, especially when you're holding it up as well. The ribbon's leading you up and it's going past the logo with the loop. With the ribbon, if you're like holding it up like a bag, the two parts where the ribbon ends sort of leads your eye down, at least for me, especially with the envelope shape as well. It points down towards the logo for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Kimmy. I'm sorry. Megan.
Yeah, I kind of I like the top one too, where like you see the logo of it, like the logo is like at a reasonable size where you can actually where you can actually like see where you what product you bought and such. You know how some grocery stores have like bags and they show like the name of the store like Safeway or Walmart and such. It
Yeah.
kind of gives me that kind of feel, so that's why I like it. I like the one where it shows like the logo more, or at least like you can see it better and such. So the
Mhm.
top is my vote.
Cornelia.
Yes, top is my vote because size of logo it's really good, and I think it's will work better because you can see logo exactly, and you can see when the shopping bag will be open or close. But if we will use another design that in bottom, when we open the shopping bag, we will not see the logo.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Tasku.
Yeah, I think I also like the top one because it's likely that the logo will be warm on the strap of the handle. So company wants to show their logo, so I think the top one is better.
Okay. Good points. Okay. So now you're ready to do your color explorations. Kimmy.
Yes. Thank you for your guys' feedback.
You're welcome. Thank you for a great job. Okay. Who'd like to share? Any progress, Cornelia, from the last presentation?
No, I don't have any progress on the labels, but I made some progress in the shopping bag. I
Mhm.
can share. Okay, let's. Okay, I find. Oh, maybe I can. Sorry, not this one. Okay, I find shopping bag in in internet that I'm
Oh,
going to use in my project, and I made a small prototype, and I will be happy to show it. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, I made small bag. You can see on the screen how it will look. Not sure. Is it possible to see?
well, if you stop sharing, I can do the spotlight better because right now you're on the side of the screen. So
Okay, okay. So,
now you're bigger. Okay, perfect.
okay. As you can see,
Mhm. Very nice. And I like the idea that you are consistent with your star.
yes, and I'm going to put some, I don't know how to name so this label.
The hang tag.
Hand tag, yeah, hand tag.
Can you?
In my hand take, I will use shape of stars, maybe 2 or 3 in
Uh-huh.
different colors that will be consistent with my design of my labels.
Perfect. Can you
Act-
lift it up, please, so I can see what's on the bottom? Okay, which one is the front?
This one is front.
Okay, then the line there, the fold line, should be on the other side.
Fold line. This one, yes?
Yes, that should
Oh,
be on the.
yes, you're right. Okay, I see.
I'm very
Okay.
nitpicky about that class. In packaging, package design, all the fold marks where they collapse, that belongs to the back.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I will redo it.
So in other words, actually the front of this is the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, you're right.
That's
Interesting.
a great job that you did a prototype.
And it will be
How
close
it's working.
like this.
Mhm.
Okay.
Perfect. Great job.
Okay, that's all. Sorry.
Well, thank you for sharing. Oh, that's a big progress. So now you know what it's going to work for you. And I like the idea of that hang tag. Okay, thanks for sharing. Okay, who'd like to go next? Angelo, any work in progress?
Not as of yet. Just when you told me that I should just do the continuous stream of thought, I think I'll just do it after class.
Okay. Okay, so let me share my screen quickly. Let's go to, we're now in week 12. So this is your color explorations assignment that's going to be due on May 5th, which is on a Wednesday. That's next Wednesday. So we'll still see each other next Tuesday. 100 points. So you're going to refine now what you presented today, what we voted on, use your computer. Please do several versions. And I don't know if anyone is planning on doing color wrap down transfers. This is a good time to start contacting the vendor uh, for your time schedule, for your schedule. Okay, if you are creating any box with bottom flaps like this is how you glue it. You're probably familiar with this type of, this is typical in the industry because it collapses easily as well. So that's the direction where to glue. You're only gluing only two flaps, where the scores are. Okay, now let's take a look at the next one. This is also included in the assignment. Okay, we talked about sustainable packaging. Okay, I was thinking about these other two handouts that I uploaded. Okay, so we've done all that already. Any questions about your assignment? Let's do on May 5th.
No.
I have some problem with my submissions because I don't have any space on my account in Canvas. I connected with support, but they sent me message that will solve the problem during the next week. That's why I can't submit anything right now.
Okay, that's okay. Um, so it's a technical challenge,
It,
Cornelia?
it's not technical problem. I think they need to get some maybe permission because I have too much used space. They
Oh,
give maybe 50 megabytes every semesters.
oh my,
By I have done a lot of semesters and I used more than 300 megabytes, and I need to get more space. And they said they need to get permission to give me more space on my Canvas account.
Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, so sorry to hear that. Hopefully they allow you to finally expand. I hope they expand the amount of storage. Okay, any other questions?
No.
Class, you're so quiet. Oh, is it time to let you go now?
Yes.
So yeah, it's
This
5:13.
is the problem
Yeah.
when you're not showing your video. I don't know if you're away already or you're.
We're here every time.
We're here.
Okay, good. Okay, well, have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. And hopefully, on Tuesday, you have some work in progress for this assignment, this week's assignment, which is due actually Wednesday. So we'll still see each other on Tuesday, and maybe if you have any, if you want any feedback on your work in progress before you submit, we can look at them. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Take care, and I'll
Thank,
see you next week. Have a great
thank you.
week.
Thank you.
Stay safe. Bye-bye.